Good morning, dear students. How are you? Hope you are fine and well. Today we are going to begin our first unit in your book Aim High, Unit 1. The Great Escape. Unit 1 is called The Great Escape. It's Unit 1 in your book. Okay, it's talking about how to spend or where to spend a holiday in an unusual place, a different place than the usual places we get used to go. We are going to talk about 3 different places. Okay, the text is talking about is made up of 3 descriptions of unusual places. Unusual means different places. You are going to find them very beautiful. First, we are going to talk about the first place. The first place, you are going to practice in it skiing and snowboarding. This is the text in your book. It's about Ski Dubai, where you can go snowboarding and ski while temperatures increase outside. You are going to find the temperature inside completely different than outside. Inside it's very cold, outside it's very hot. It's the world's 3rd largest indoor skiing facility and is hosted in one of the world's largest shopping malls, the Mall of the Emirates. As usual, you are going to study by heart the highlighted words. They are clear for you, the highlighted words. You have to study them by heart, and we are going to explain them together. First word, some grave something unusual. Some grave something unusual. What do you mean by the word grave? Grave, to have a strong desire. Grave, to have a strong desire for something. You want something very hard. Mean that you want something very hard. Example, the neglected kids just crave attention. They need attention. They hope for attention. Next word, Dubai's summer temperatures routinely surpass 40. What do you mean by this word? To be greater than or exceeded. To be greater than, more than. Our team's achievements surpass the previous one. Mean that we have made more achievements than the previous one. Next word, indoor skiing facility. Holiday makers. Holiday makers. Who are the holiday makers? Holiday maker is a person who is visiting a place on holiday, to spend a holiday. When you travel to any place or go anywhere to have a holiday, you are a holiday maker. Holiday makers crowded the beaches this summer. The last word in this part, chalet. A wooden house usually built in mountain areas. We spent a week in my uncle's chalet. We enjoyed our stay. Now we are going to turn to the next part in our text. This part is talking about a new kind of holiday, a new place you are going to spend. You can spend your holiday in a new place or different place. Being funny on stage in Spain. Being funny on stage in Spain. This part or this text is talking about, it describes a holiday in a farmhouse in the countryside in northeast Spain. What's unusual about the holiday is that what's different in this part. If you spend a holiday in this part, what's different you are going to do? What's the different thing you are going to do? The holiday makers attend a course on how to be a stand-up comedian, how to act or perform comedian shows. You can attend this course to learn how to be a comedian. First word we have, the sunlight shimmers on the rivers. shimmer, to shine with a soft light. To shine with a soft light. The sea shimmered in the sunlight. The sea means that the sea is bright. Next, rustling. The rustling of the leaves in the surrounding trees. The rustling of the leaves. Rustling noise. It's a sound. Can be made. Rustling, a sound can be made. The sound that papers or leaves or dry things moving together. A small animal was making rustling noises around the leaves. Okay, it's the sound made by leaves in the ground, papers in the ground, anything like this. Next, flock. Tourists flock for a relaxing and refreshing holiday. Flock, what do you mean by this word? To gather somewhere in large numbers. Flock here means to go to a place in large numbers. You can have this word as a verb or noun. Here we are having it as a verb. You can have it also as a noun, which is going to mean a group of people, a group of birds like this. Hundreds of people flocked to the football match. Hundreds of people went to the football match in large numbers. Then we have the word comedian. Comedian, a professional comedian. We have learned that you can join a course to learn to be a comedian. Someone who entertains people by telling jokes. Someone who entertains people by telling jokes. Okay, this is the comedian. He is acting in a funny way, it make you laugh a lot. Enjoy. Every joke the comedian made was greeted by a wave of laughter from the audience. The last word in this part, gags. Write gags and humors, dialogues, jokes or funny stories. Jokes or funny stories. The audience didn't like the gags which were said in the performance. They didn't like the jokes which were said in the performance. In the next part, we are going to begin the last part in the text. Part C, painting the perfect picture in Kenya. In this part, we are going to learn about an unusual holiday you can spend in Kenya to enjoy the wildlife. It describes the wildlife of Kenya and describes an art safari holiday where artists can draw moving animals in the wild. They go there to enjoy watching the animals in their wildlife. The first word we are going to see, there is a multitude of animals. There is a multitude of animals. Multitude, a large number of people or things. A large number of people or things. I have answered a multitude questions on the new theory. I have answered a multitude questions on the new theory means a large number of. It's a noun. You can use it to express that this thing or those people are in large number. Then we have another word, are more hospitable. Okay, hospitable. Having a pleasant environment. This word has two meanings. You can use it in different two meanings. Having a pleasant environment, a beautiful place to live in. The countryside is in the north. The countryside in the north is less hospitable, meaning that you can't enjoy yourself a lot. Hospitable is a place. You can use it to express that this place is very pleasant or very beautiful. It's have another meaning. You can use it to describe people who are friendly to visitors. If you visit someone and he welcomed you in a very friendly way, you can describe this person that he is very hospitable. The villagers were very hospitable to anyone who passed through. Next word, only when a predator such as cheetah or a lion. Predator, we say it on an animal that hunts and kills other animals. An animal, predator is the animal which hunts and kills other animals. I would like to see a predator like a lion catching its prey. The last word we are going to have, vantage points. Some frighteningly close vantage points. A position from which you watch something. A position from which you watch something. From my vantage point, I could see into the front garden, the place I am standing in. From my vantage point, from my place, I can see a garden, I can see a beautiful scene, I can see a group of people. Okay, by this we have finished the words you should study. Look at your book and read the text once more and revise the meaning of the words. Then, to check your understanding, you have to put these words in sentences. You made it by yourself to check your understanding. See you later and goodbye.